Alrighty guys, welcome back. Today we're going to be building a new room for me and a new gaming setup. I got sick of my old room in my house, so I decided to move into this one instead. And it needs quite a bit of work before it's ready for me to stay in here and live my life. But it shouldn't take too long. I've got some new stuff coming in the mail for me this week. I got a new desk, a bunch of wire organization, desk accessories, stuff like that. And yeah, we got some paint. We're gonna paint the room a nice gray and blue combination. We're gonna clean the carpets up. Obviously, they're kind of disgusting right now, but you know, it can be fixed. So I'm gonna take you guys along the whole process of me building my new setup and my new room. And yeah, so first order of business is to clean these carpets. They're really disgusting, like I said, and then paint the walls gray and blue, as I said. So we're gonna do that real quick, and then when we come back, all this should be nice and pretty looking. Alright, so a few days later, we have the walls painted. It looks kind of crappy on the camera here, but it looks a lot better in person. We got a kind of light gray on this wall, that wall, and then a nice light blue over here, which matches a lot of my gaming stuff that I have, so it's looking pretty good. I put a flipper switch in there, and my desk just came in. It was a few days early. I just ordered this like 4 days ago, and I was supposed to get here in like 2 weeks. So it's kind of surprised to see that it came in so quickly, but it did. And this desk, I have to build it and then put it right over there. So we're gonna go ahead and do that real quick. I might do a time lapse for you guys of me building the desk, but we'll see. Alright, so there you guys go. I just got the desk built. Had a few issues along the way with some slightly different screw sizes, but it went together pretty well. It is very, very sturdy. It weighs about maybe 20 pounds. So it's not too heavy, but it's not too light that it'll move around a lot on me. It sits nice and tight up against the wall here. There's like barely any crack there at all. I can move it back a little bit. So it looks really nice. It's a nice dark brown color, kind of reddish tint to it almost. But it fits perfectly right in that little area between my closet and the wall, which I do like. But yeah, so that's the desk built. Now we have to build the chair. I have it sitting in my closet here, actually. It is right there. I bought it from Staples. It's the Burlison Chair. It was about $100. I was looking at some other chairs there too that were about $150, like a gaming chair, but they weren't comfortable. And this one was really, really comfortable. That's why I got it. So I spent a lot of time on my desk during the day, so I wanted a chair that would be nice and comfortable for me to sit down for long periods of time. And that's what I ended up going with. So now I have to build this. I don't know how to build a chair or what's involved with it, because I've never done it before. But maybe I'll try and get you guys another time lapse of me building this chair too. Alrighty, there you go. There's the chair built too. Wasn't able to get a time lapse me building this because it was kind of complicated. There was a lot of parts and I didn't want to sit there and try and hide my face from the camera the whole time. So we got her all set up. She's nice and comfortable. Anyways, now I have to go through and set my desk up. We're gonna take my monitor over here. Just a little cheap monitor, 23-inch. I think this has a 5 millisecond response time. It's not terrible, but it's not amazing. But it'll work for right now. And on my old setup, I had a just this regular little stand for it, and it just sat on my glass desk. But I want to wall mount it on this wall right here this time. So I need to run to the store real quick and pick up a TV wall mount kit, and then we're gonna put this thing right on the wall like that, so it's floating. And that should be pretty cool. We also have my PC in my closet right there, I also have a new mouse and mouse mat. My keyboard's in a different room. We're gonna get this whole thing set up. Unfortunately, a lot of my other stuff that I ordered with the desk is not here yet. Like my LED strips, my headphone hanger, a lot of other stuff like that. So we're gonna have to wait to do all that stuff, but we can get some of this, like the monitor, my PC, all that stuff can get hooked up right now. So I'm gonna run to the store real quick and pick up a TV mounting kit, and I'll be right back. Okay, so I just got back from Walmart a few minutes ago, and I picked up this tilting TV wall mount for 13 to 32 inch. That monitor right here, let me see if I can show you guys this. This monitor is a 23 inch, 16:9 ratio, and it works just fine with this kit. I forgot to hit record while I was installing it. You can see the wet paint on the wall from the measurements I was making. But yeah, basically it's pretty simple. There's just this little mounting piece that goes on the back of the monitor or TV. You screw it in, then you take this piece right here, you drill some pilot holes into the wall, and then you screw the lag bolts in, and then that's pretty much it. Then you just put this in there, and then you just hang the monitor up. So I did pretty much everything so far. That's mounted to the wall, that's mounted on the back of the monitor. I just got paint on my hand. So anyways, I can show you guys me hanging the monitor on the wall now. See if I can find my tripod real quick. That's better. Now let's simply take the monitor, flip it around so it's right side up, and then we're just gonna simply hang it on. I'm trying to do this without getting in the way of the camera. There we go. Hang it simply like that, and then just lock it into place. Now, from my perspective here, sitting in my chair, that is pretty perfect. Looks kind of lopsided for you guys. Let me take you out of the tripod real quick. There you go. So for me sitting in my desk, that's what it looks like. Just a floating monitor. Now it's tilted down 5 degrees. It says right there to reduce glare. So there's quite a bit of a difference from up here at the top down to the bottom here, but it doesn't really make a difference to me. So anyways, it looks kind of dumb right now with that paint up there being, why is my phone not focusing? There we go. It looks pretty good. I do like it. That wet paint up there is kind of annoying, but it's fine. Once we get the cords for the monitor up there, it'll be the power cord and then the HDMI cord down to my graphics card. That won't be a big issue. We have some wire sleeves coming for walls too. That'll be in the mail, probably get here Friday, which is 4 days away from now. So pretty soon I can get this all hooked up and cleaned up very nicely. You won't even really be able to tell. There's be one little strip going down the wall, down to my outlet over here. And that's pretty much it for the monitor side of things. Now we can go work on the PC. Now, regarding my PC, as you can see, the case is red and black right now, and that doesn't really match my gray and blue room, so I'd kind of like to go in there and replace this, and there's also one down there you can't exactly see with the lighting, which is terrible right now, I'm sorry, but what I want to do is replace these with a different color. Luckily, when I bought this case from Cooler Master, it comes with extra ones. So I also have white pieces that I can put in there. So as you can see, here's the white one. This would go on the top right there. And then this is the piece on the bottom that you can't really see because of the lighting. It also came with black pieces too if I wanted to go all black, but I kind of think that the white pieces against the black case would contrast well with the white trim on my room. So we're gonna go ahead and replace these real quick. I'll show you guys the process of doing that with this case. Really simple to start out with. All we have to do is just take off the side glass panel, just those 4 little screws, all in 4 corners. We'll pop the side cover off, and then we'll pop the front cover off, take out a few screws, and then swap in the new pieces. So let's do that real quick. Okay, we got that off. It's a good start. Now we have to take off this front cover, this whole front plastic piece. And to do that, let's see if I can show you guys this. Let me get some better lighting in here real quick. There we go, I got the flash on now. Now, I believe, okay, yep, I can see them right here. Might be kind of hard for you guys to see because this tripod's kind of in my way. But right here, there's a little plastic clip. I have to squeeze that together like so. Just squeeze it together and then push it out slightly like that. There's also one over here in this corner. Let me see if I can show you guys. Right there. There's one right there. Again, just squeeze it and push out. Let's see if I can get that. And then this should, yep, there you go. It's a pretty simple process, but now we have the front cover off of my PC. Now I need to go ahead and, oh yeah, I can show you guys this now. That's that bottom piece I was talking about that you guys couldn't see before. It is very, very red, and we're gonna go ahead and replace both of those. So now we have to do on this top piece, looks like there's 2 screws holding the top one on, and maybe 4 holding the bottom one on, plus this little dust and dirt screen. So we'll go ahead and take those out, and then I'll be right back. Okay, we got these white pieces installed here. I don't know if you guys can see that. Looks really cool, actually. It's a really nice, nice white. So to put this back in, all we have to do is just on this side over here, line the holes up, and then just give it a firm push. And just like that, my PC now looks 10 times cooler, and it matches my room. It's got that nice white and black faceplate, but now I have to go put the side cover back on, which is right there. And then once it's there, we're gonna go ahead and hook it up to my monitor and stuff. So I think I'm gonna put it right down here, just temporarily, just next to this leg of my desk. Maybe I was thinking also on this side, just like moving my desk over a few inches and then just putting it right over here. But I think for now, just to make it easy on myself, I'm gonna set the PC right there. So I'm gonna go put the faceplate, or sorry, the side plate back on my PC and then hook everything up, make sure everything still works, and we'll see what happens next. Okay, so what we're gonna be doing now is going through my mouse, keyboard, and mouse pad. So for my keyboard, I have the Corsair K55 RGB gaming keyboard. Got this for about, I think it was 50 bucks at Walmart. I've had it for about 3 or 4 months now, and it's been a great keyboard. It's my first gaming style keyboard. It's not mechanical. It's uses some sort of membrane, but it's supposed to have like a mechanical feel to it, but it really doesn't. It's a really soft clicking keyboard. That's the box. Here's the keyboard itself. I'm trying to show you guys how, I don't know if you guys can hear that through my iPhone microphone, but it doesn't have that mechanical click to it. It's got more of a soft style click, which is kind of nice. I wish it had more of a click to it, but it doesn't. So anyways, I'm going to plug this in my PC real quick. And we can turn the LEDs, or sorry, the RGBs on like this. Turn it on to the 3rd brightness level, which is the highest. And something I didn't know about this keyboard for the past 4 months of owning it is that you can actually change the lights in it to stay one color by hitting FN and then hitting F1, F2, and F3. You can change the zones. There's 3 zones in the keyboard, and you can keep it at one color by just clicking FN and then F1, F2, and F3. Now, my room is a kind of lightish blue, so I'm going to go light blue on all these zones. So there you go. Now my keyboard is all nice and blue, and that will be it for the keyboard. Now let's go on to the mousepad. So for the mousepad, I got this SteelSeries Quick Mass. This was about $10 at Walmart. It seemed like a good deal. It's 320 millimeters by 285 by 6 millimeters. So that's a pretty decent size, and there's really not much to say about this. I've never seen what it looks like in person, how big it is, but let's trying to open this tape here with my knife, my Winchester skinning knife. Let's see if I can do this here. There we go. There we got it. Alright, let's rip this thing open. Just pull her straight out. Okay, this is a lot bigger than I thought it was going to be, which is actually really nice. So, there it is. Let me lay it down for you guys so you can see it. That's a pretty decent size. It needs some time to flatten out a little bit. It's still trying to roll itself together from being rolled up in the box, but that's that. This is it compared to the size of my hand. I have about pretty regular size hands, I'd say. So it's a pretty large mat, which is nice for when you gotta move your mouse around a lot. So that'll be nice. So let's move on to the mouse. Lastly, we have my Logitech G300S mouse. I just bought this with the mouse mat like maybe 2 days ago. So I got it because it was blue, and these are usually 20 bucks on Walmart's website and in store. And they weren't supposed to have any of these in stock at my local Walmart, but when I went there looking for a different mouse, they ended up having this one, and it was marked down to $7, as you can see there. So I got 13 bucks off of this, and they weren't supposed to have it there, but they did. So I was like, well, if it's $13 off and they have it in stock, I might as well buy it. So let's see what this thing looks like. I opened the box to make sure it was actually in there. It is. And there it is. Throw that aside, and there is the mouse. It is wired, obviously. Take the plastic out of there. Okay. It's got some programmable buttons here. I see quite a few. There's 4 of them there. And then 2 more right there. Okay. The scroll wheel does feel kind of cheap, I will give you that. I think this thing has some lights in it, actually. Let me plug it in real quick after we untie this little thingy. There we go. Let's plug this thing in real quick. Oh, okay, cool. It does have some lights right here, which actually pretty closely matches my keyboard over there, even though it doesn't look like it through the camera. I'm looking at it right now. It doesn't look the same through the camera, but I don't know. In person, it's actually really close in color, so that's really great. I think it looks pretty cool. It matches the rest of my setup, I guess. It's blue. In terms of clickingness, I mean, it feels nice. It doesn't feel like... It feels like it's really responsive. It clicks really nicely. Again, that scroll wheel, it does feel kind of cheap, though, unfortunately. And these extra buttons, they kind of get in the way a little bit with being right next to the clicker. So that's kind of annoying, but who knows? Maybe that could be useful in some situation in gaming. It's got the little light there for tracking. So yeah, let me put all this stuff together on my desk like it should be, and then I'll show you guys what it looks like. So here's kind of a better idea of what it would look like when it's actually set up. The monitor's turned on, got signed in, so yeah, that's my background, Mr. Flags. Got the keyboard set up here, and the mouse, it does look really, really nice. I am very, very happy with the way it turned out so far. And we're not even done yet, because I want to get new lamps for my desk. I don't like these ones anymore, they don't really fit well. I want to get some LED ones. See the PCs down there looking all nice. Got the blue new mouse, the blue lights on the keyboard that I didn't know I could do until now. And yeah, it's looking really nice. Really all I can do now is maybe set my microphone up. I just have a little, like a boom arm that clamps to my desk. Could probably set that up still right now, and then I really have to just wait until my other stuff from Amazon comes in, and then I can kind of finish up. Okay, so now I would like to install my microphone back on my desk with my little stand over there. And to install that stand, we have to first put this clip on my desk. So it's just a little clamp here, just clamps onto the side, kind of like that. Then you would tighten up the little bottom clamp right there. I think to keep it out of my way decently, I'm going to put it over here on this side, like maybe right here or something. That's what I was thinking. If I can get that to go on, there we go. So that way, whenever I'm not using the microphone, I can just set it over on the side and it's out of my way of my rest of my setup here. So I think we're gonna go ahead and put it right here. So I just have to tighten this up. See if I can just set the tripod up real quick. Okay, so now I just have to go ahead and tighten this. And let's see. There we go, now it's not going anywhere. Now I can take the other part of my stand here, the rest of it, and just put it inside of this right here. This is just a little, I think it's like newer, however you say it, little boom microphone stand. Got it on Amazon for about 20 bucks, I think, and I'll go over the pricing of everything here at the end, like everything that's in my setup. I'll go over the pricing of all that at the end of the video. But that's pretty much how you install the stand here. It's not too difficult. Just gotta get this repositioned. I want to position this because on my old desk, this stand was on the other side, so that's why it's all flipped around now. But I need to go ahead here and flip this around. So, there we go. So this needs to come down like that now. And tighten that back up. There we go. All right, so now I can go ahead and install the microphone. I'm gonna unplug my cord out of it for a second. This is a Florian BM800 microphone. That's what it looks like without the filter on it. Now just squeeze these two clamps together and put the mic in, like so. And that's pretty good right there. Now I'll take the cord, and this stand actually, I don't know if you guys can see this, but this little channel right here, it comes down on this side, and there's one on this one too. You can actually put a cord on the inside of this so you don't actually see it and it's not all ugly, but unfortunately the cable from my microphone is just too thick to put in there, so I'll have to like zip tie it on there or something. But we just plug this in now, and now we're gonna go ahead and run this cord over to my PC and then plug it into the microphone port. I don't have a I think it's called like an audio interface or whatever, but it like boosts the power to the microphone and makes it sound better. I don't have one of those. They're like 20 bucks on Amazon too. I plan on buying one in the future, but right now I just don't have one. So I'm gonna plug this in a little bit once I get all the wires figured out underneath my desk, but that's pretty much the basic install of my microphone. Just the clamp, the rest of the boom arm, and then the microphone itself. And that other Amazon package I was talking about, of all the stuff that I got, came in today as well. Got the cable sleeves, some cable clips, This is some LED flex strips, and then this is a headphone stand. So I want to go ahead and install this first because it's going to be the easiest to do. So let's go ahead and set the tripod back up again. And I think I don't need a knife for this, but yep, there we go. Take it out of this little sleeve here. Awesome. So there you go. 6 a.m. lifestyle. Looks pretty basic, but I do like it. It feels a lot more high quality than my microphone stand, even though it's the same basic, idea. It just clamps onto your desk. So I'm gonna undo this all the way and see if I can get it to fit over here. So I want my headphones to be hanging off this side. Ooh, that could be an issue. So it's not gonna fit. Let's see if I can show you guys this real quick. Here. It's not gonna fit on, I want it to fit like the bottom of this little clamp piece here on the bottom of this black piece, but that's not gonna work. So I'm gonna try and clamp it to the wood right here and see if that will work. Hoping it will, otherwise we're gonna have a bit of an issue on our hands, I guess. So let's give this a shot. I mean, it seems to be pretty high quality build though. I mean, it feels really strong. I don't know what it's made out of, but let's go ahead and try this here. Yeah, it's kind of sketchy, to be honest. Yeah. I'm not sure how I feel about that. Yeah, that kind of sucks. I was really hoping we could actually use this, but I don't think it's gonna work just because it's not very sturdy on there. I mean, I guess it'll work for now, I suppose, but I'd kind of like it to fit more on this like the mic stand did, so we'll see about keeping it there. Maybe I'll try to like make up a little bracket that I can hook this onto, but let's go on to the next thing. Okay, so I figured the next easy thing to do would be these little wire clips right here. So I've got a few places I want to put some of these things, but let's take them out of their packaging first. There we go. All right. So they're like a really, kind of like a little silicone thing. It's kind of cool. So first of all, these are pretty straightforward. They're little adhesive things on the back. You peel them off, you stick them down, and then they hold your wires in place on your desk, wherever you want them to. I happen to have my iPhone charger right here, and I kind of want that to stay right there, so that whenever I want to charge my phone, I don't have to reach down and find my charger. I can just pull it out right there. So I'm gonna go ahead and peel off the little adhesive cover, and I'm gonna stick this down just like so. Awesome. Now we're just gonna take my charger and pop it in like that. So I got the bigger ones, which was a mistake by me, but shouldn't be an issue as long as it stays, kind of close. That'll be nice. So now whenever I want to charge my phone, I just have to take it, pull it out like that. That'll be nice. So some other ones that I want to do are my keyboard cable and my mouse cable, because I want those to stay completely straight on my desk, if that makes any sense. See how this is all kind of bent up right now? I want it to stay like perfectly straight. Like, it's kind of hard with these cables here, but like something like that. So we're gonna have to put one right about here, I'd say. Maybe right there, yeah. So again, just gonna peel off the little adhesive cover and then plop her down just like that. Push the cable through, and that is looking awesome. So a bit more of a close-up for you guys. That's what it looks like. Let me focus in, there we go. It just holds the wire in place. It doesn't feel like it's gonna come off at all, so that's nice. It does make it look a lot neater on my desk. It's not like all bent up and stuff. So I think one maybe right here for my mouse cable would also be kind of nice. So let's go ahead and do that. Same process as before. I think I want my mouse, like, let me try and picture I'm sitting at my desk. How far over do I want my mouse? Let's see. Let's say like that. So we'll go ahead and put one maybe right about here, just to hold the mouse cable. So let's peel this off. And plop one down right there. I think my arm might have just been covering the shot, but you get the idea. And then just push the wire in there. Perfect. Well, I gotta say, those do look pretty nice. They are a lot bigger than I thought they were gonna be, but it's not too big of a deal. So I want to get new lamps for my setup too eventually. So I'm not gonna be using these little wire clips on those. I do have, I think just these two left. No, I should have 3. Yeah, I have 3 left. So I want to use one for each of my lamps to hold these straight, but I want to get new lamps because these ones are all crappy and they're kind of old. I would like to get some LED lamps, so whenever I do that, then I'll go through and clamp the wires into place on my desk. So that's it for these little wire clips. Okay, I figured I'd give you guys a small unboxing of these LED strips. We got the remote here. That's a lot of buttons. We've got the receiver. Yeah, the RGB control box. I'm guessing this is a little receiver, an IR receiver. And that plugs into the LED strip, I think. Yeah, and then this is the power supply, which would plug into there. Yep, okay. LED strips, obviously. Let's take these out. Oh, that's cool. It's a neat little strip. So I think what I'm gonna do is just one small strip across the whole back of my desk, and that's it. I don't wanna do a whole lot of LED stripping, but I would like to see what this looks like though. So I kind of want to plug it in and see. Can I do that real quick? I think I can do that real quick. Okay, so I did some research and I actually, just turn it on like that. This little connector right here has to be plugged in a certain way, and I had it backwards. So see if it'll work now. I think that's kind of, there we go. No, what the heck? Okay. What if I just want one color? It's gonna take a while to get used to this, but yeah, so I'm gonna have to like go through and learn how to use this, because I have no clue what I'm doing right now. Okay, well anyways, we know how that works now, so we know that they actually function, which is nice. So now we have to go through and, I think this is like a 6 foot, maybe like no, I think it's like 16 actually, like a 16-foot roll. So now we just have to go through and make a strip that's long enough for the whole desk. So bring this over here a little bit. I'm just gonna make a strip that's long enough for my whole desk. And there are little cut marks that it's okay to cut them at without destroying it. So I'm gonna go ahead here and show you guys. See that little, focus here, that little black line where my thumb is at? That is a cut line where you can cut the strip at and it'll still work. You won't damage any of the internal wires. So I'm gonna go get a pair of scissors and I'm gonna snip that off and then we'll stick it to the back of my desk. All right, I got it snipped off right there on the line. Still works, I already went through and tested it, so it's all good to be installed on my desk. So now we're gonna go through, and the back of this strip is covered in adhesive. So we're just gonna take a little strip off right there, and then we're gonna stick it to the back of my desk. Probably on this little back piece of the wood here like this, but on the back side. So we're gonna go through and do that. I'll try and set the camera up a little bit so you guys can see the process, and then I'll resume here once it's installed. Alright, so there you go guys, that's what the LED strips look like when they are installed. It looks in the camera kind of dumb because you can see all the individual LEDs. So they're, I don't know if you guys can see this, but they're literally right where my finger's at, right on the back of the desk. I might move them because right now they're taped to this piece on the back. I think I might move them down to the black one so they're farther away from the wall, because with them being that close to the wall like that, you can really see the reflection of each individual light. So that's why it kind of looks a little bit weird. Another thing, I might have to tape the IR blaster to my desk like that or something, because when it's like that you can't see it. If you try to change the color, it's not going to do anything until it's pointing directly at the IR blaster. So we'll have to see about that. So yeah, it looks pretty good in person when it's not like, it looks kind of weird because you can see all the individual colors against the wall. So what I might do is just move the strips in a different location so that, you know, I can change the, because it's kind of hard to explain, but the color that it's set on right now when it's not up against the wall, it actually looks just like this color and that color there. So I might move the strip so that you can't really like see the reflection as much off the wall. So it'll just look a lot better once we get that all figured out. It's my first time ever using LED strips, but I'd use them again. They're pretty cool actually. I might get a few more rolls off of Amazon for the rest of my room, but I think for right now that's good enough. So the next thing we have to do, and actually I believe it's the last thing for my desk, is these cable sleeves that I got for wire management. Let's just get these out of their package here. Okay, smells like new shoes in here. Surprise, surprise. Okay, so here's the sleeves. They're really, really thin, which is kind of what I expected. Trying to see how this would work. Okay, I believe you take the zipper and then you would just end up zipping this whole thing together like that. Okay, that's actually pretty cool. So let me try and get to a better position here. There we go. That's pretty cool. It's just a little, like, I don't know what material this is, like maybe mesh or something. No, not mesh, I don't know. I'm really bad with fabric names. So they're really soft actually, surprisingly. So you just zip them up and then you put your wires through it. You could probably just easily zip tie these to your desk, like if I wanted to. Probably zip tie it right there. So it's also got these little straps here. So if you want to link these together, you just take the little clips and then you just clip them together like that. So it's actually pretty cool. I think these were actually really cheap too. And there's little holes in it that you can insert your wires into if they have different locations to leave from. So I'm not gonna show me trying to install all of these little things because there's a lot of wires down here that need to be fixed up. You can see I got the LED strips there, my little thing over there. This one goes to the Wi-Fi. This one goes to my PC. This one goes to my monitor. It's just a mess down here. You got wires everywhere. And it'll be nice because on my last setup that I had for about 2 years, I never did any wire management at all. So we'll go ahead and clean all this stuff up and we'll regroup when I get that finished. Okay, so now I kind of want to go through all the pricing quickly of everything that you see here. I'll go through it more in depth in a later video, but right now I kind of want to skim through it. So the desk, that is a 55-inch long desk. I think it's 2 feet in width. That was 90 bucks on Amazon. The monitor I have here, that is about 120 bucks at Walmart. Probably can get it cheaper on Amazon, but I'll have to wait and see when I go through. And all the links for all this stuff will be in the description down below, so you can go check out all the stuff that I bought here if you were interested in any of it. I'm not sponsored by any of these companies, so you're not helping me out in any way, but if you do like them, go check them out. The PC, I made a video on this when I built it. I think it was about 700 bucks, something like 700 to 800 bucks when I built it. It could be more or less expensive to build now, but I made a video on that already of me building this thing, so if you want to see that, go check that out as well. The keyboard, that was 50 bucks at Walmart. It is a Corsair K55. If you're looking, it is a RGB non-mechanical keyboard, but it is a gaming keyboard. The mouse and the mouse mat. The mouse is 20 bucks at Walmart. I think this is I want to say it's a Logitech G 300S. They're 20 bucks at Walmart. I got mine on sale for $7 because it was an open box. And then the Mousepad is a Steel Series. Don't remember what the model is. I think it's only one anyways. But that was about 10 bucks at Walmart as well when I bought that. So next would be the microphone. That is a Florian BM800. That was about 20 bucks on Amazon. And they still go for that much. So you can either get that in blue, or there's other companies that make the exact same microphone in black. It does come with the little windscreen right there that you see. And then the stand is a newer stand. That was about $13 on Amazon. Free shipping too, so that's nice. The headphone stand right here, that is still sketchily installed. That was $13. It seems to be really high quality though, so I'm really happy with that. It's just really sketchy because of the way that it's mounted on the desk. It's barely even holding on, so there's that. These little clips right here that I got for the wires, those were $5 for a pack of 6, so. The wire sleeves, which would be like this right here, this little mesh sleeve. That was a 4-pack. Those were, let me see here, $13. And then last but not least, we have the LED strips. That was 16.5 feet of RGB LED stripping for $17. And that does come with this remote. And like I said, 16.5 feet, and you can cut it to whatever size you want with an adhesive back. So that's pretty much the basic rundown of my set. Oh yeah, the chair, the big thing. This at Staples was $100. I think they're like usually $170, but they're on sale right now. So I got this for $100. It is a Burlison chair. I'll leave a link to Staples website where you can get this chair if you want it in the description below. It is a really, really comfortable chair, I will tell you that. I am loving it so far. But anyways, yeah, that's the new editing and, gaming setup for right now. There'll be more modifications to it in the future, but for right now, this is a lot better than what it used to be with my old room. So, thank you guys so much for watching me design my new room and build my new editing and gaming setup. If you guys want to see more stuff like this, subscribe and leave a like, and I'll see you guys all later.